Jackson Radio Show.
Welcome back, everybody. Kevin Jackson here. I was going to talk about some other stuff, but I want to get back onto this Weinstein, whatever he is. I want to get back on this. And there are people out there that will say to me, Kevin, why are you covering this story? Why? Because, we're politics. This is politics. That's entertainment. No. First of all, your life is all about politics. And in this story is all about your life and your politics. It's all there. Don't dismiss this. This is not some small thing. See, Hollywood is a cesspool. And the leftist trolls who inhabit Hollywood know that it is a swamp, just like D.C. We call D.C. Hollywood for ugly people. So while these Hollywood clowns come up with all the stories they're going to conjure, that they go after the Catholic Church, for example. Do you see Mark Ruffalo and that whole thing? The Catholic Church is molesting people. Really? What do you think Harvey Weinstein's been doing? The Catholic Church, I'm not defending the Catholic Church in this regard. These allegations are true. I'm pretty sure. There's been enough of them. And I don't relinquish, any type of, in other words, I blame the church. There's a cover up and all the other things. But what about this? We've got one guy, Harvey Weinstein, one dude making movies. And look at what he's doing. Look at the power that this man has and what he's decided to do with it, how he's wielded it. You think he's the only one? This is a huge story for us. See, the crimes they commit in Hollywood would make ISIS blush. And every now and then, we get a glimpse of what happens in Hollywood, what happens on the inside. It doesn't come very often because it's a closed society. Hollywood doesn't want you to reveal its secrets. And what it'll do is it'll entice you. It'll hold that carrot out there. It'll promise you wealth and fame. But you got to keep your mouth shut about what you see. Don't go telling people that we molest children. Don't go telling people that we will absolutely steal your soul. You send us your young bumpkin and we will debase them, we will defraud them, we will defrock them, we will we will dehumanize them to the point where they are insensitive to anything that we do or say. I mean, I think about Polanski, I think about Woody Allen. Woody Allen adopts a child from China and marries her. Hollywood. That's the type of thing we're talking about here, people. This is there is no way to describe them. If you went to a Hollywood party as an average person in America, it would blow your mind. I've been. It's a total freak fest. And here's what I can tell you. If you were to be in it long enough, you'll succumb. You'll succumb. You want to, be in the Lamborghinis. You want to wear the cool sunglasses and the cool clothes and have the entourage and have people. I'm just saying, there's a point in everybody's life where that's alluring, man. It's like, whoa, it takes a lot to go, I don't even care. Now, many of us, you're listening to me and you're going, Kevin, I wouldn't, man, I don't. Yeah, I get it. You've matured to the level that doesn't entice you any longer. You're okay. I get it. Pat yourself on the back. Feel good. But many people don't. They see that and they see it as I'm going to go change it. I'm going to go do something good. Same thing that politicians take to D.C. They take the same sensibilities. They've been raised right, etc. Same things your kids take to college. I'm going to go there. I'm going to learn and I'm going to become somebody. No, you're not. Some professor is going to make you part of you're going to be part of his or her stable. And they're going to threaten you with grades and you're going to succumb and capitulate. You're going to stop appreciating God. You're going to practically become a devil worshiper. And I ain't even going to tell you the rest of the stuff that you do. Then 15 years later, you're going to be telling some shrink about it, feeding the system as you explain why you participated in, every weekend in orgies and, played, went with the football. Just all the stuff you're going to do, you're going to have to spit it out. You're going to have to purge your demons and hope that you can survive it. I mean, that's what leftism is all about. And look, folks, I'm not going to disagree. Look, when we were teenagers and in that coming of age period in life, guess what? You're going to do things that you probably don't want your parents to find out about. But some of it, if they found out about it, you would go like, okay, yeah, I did that. Some of it, you'll go, oh my gosh, I never want them to find out. The regrets of it, right?
Remember, alcohol loosens inhibitions. So you may end up doing something you regret, or worse. Something worse than something I would regret. Something so vile and it just a crime against humanity, so amoral that you don't even regret it. That's how sick and awful it was. You psychologically cannot afford to regret it, or you will kill yourself. You zoom right past regret and head straight to denial and justification. That's how awful that thing was.
Yeah, so we get the real inside around Harvey Weinstein. And the theory is that his brother may have been the person who actually leaked this story to the New York Times. And the funny thing about it is that it's a leak that everybody knew about in Hollywood. Here's what Page 6 said. It's Cain and Abel, Hollywood style. Disgraced movie mogul Harvey Weinstein may have been stabbed in the back by his own brother. Stabbed in the back. I mean, this dude is a sexual predator. And he was stabbed in the back by his brother. Whose sources told the Post has been trying for years to replace his sibling as the sole head of the marquee film studio. Bob Weinstein, the disgruntled co-founder of the Weinstein Company, may have been the mastermind behind an expose of lurid sex allegations that led to his brother's humiliating downfall, the sources said. Bob's wanted Harvey out for years, said a former staffer, who added that the two brothers are becoming increasingly suspicious of each other. So, look, I don't know anything about these brothers. I don't. And I do know there is sibling rivalry and all that. But look, these guys are making a fortune in movies. They've got, I think that the studio, whatever they call it, their business, has like 5 or 6 Oscars in a row. And I'm going to get to that in just a second. So they're doing well. I don't know whether one brother might be, I do a lot more around here than you do, Harvey, and you get all the chicks. I don't know what they're talking, what's going on with them. But I would, if my brother built the studio and we had 5 or 6 Oscars in a row and all that, I may not even know what he's up to because they would be sending me my checks on some island that I own. You know what I mean? They'd be flying my mail in by private jet because I wouldn't know. I would not be around him. I'd be in the wind. Why would I be jealous of success? Now, if my brother goes, you need to start doing more around here, I'm going to kick you out. Now, that may be a problem, but I don't know who's got the talent for what. I don't know. It seems to me like Harvey is getting all the play, but he does have an interesting name versus Bob. Bob, change your name. Maybe that would do it. I don't know. But they're saying that Bob is the one who spilled the beans. Got pictures of Harvey screwing the pooch, so to say. And I don't understand it, but it sounds like maybe it is. They say insiders believe that Bob may have helped concoct the explosive New York Times story that exposed the harassment allegations. Now, what I found interesting about that comment is that the writer of it on page 6 seems to believe that this is a concoction. That this is a made-up tale of, pardon the pun, of, Harvey going after all these young ingenues. Now, I don't know how it can be a concoction when the dude has settled, Harvey, has settled with no fewer than 8 women. And I bet you they settled for a lot of coin. I'm going to find out what he's worth. You guys find out what this dude's worth before we come back. I want to know. So, what do you mean his brother helped him concoct this? His brother exposed his other brother because his other brother, Harvey, Bob's brother, Harvey, was putting their business at risk. I'd say that's a reason to expose your brother.
Kevin Jackson
on the Black Sphere Radio Network.
Do you owe back taxes to the IRS or state? The secret to avoiding the IRS nightmare is to seek professional representation. My friends at Security Tax Associates provide the most cost-effective and ethical representation in the industry while helping to avoid seizures, levies, and wage garnishments. Security Tax Associates is here to ensure that the appropriate steps are taken to permanently eliminate any possibility of future tax burdens once and for all. For a free, no-obligation consultation, contact Security Tax Associates, 844-779-4177. That's 844-779-4177. 844-779-4177. Or visit them at securitytaxassociates.com.